4, 3, 2, 1.
You can be a fit bitch too. Presented by Ignite Fusion Fitness. Let's go.
Welcome, beautiful humans, and Happy New Year 2023. I thank you for joining me on this epic adventure called You Can Be a Fit Bitch Too. If you are here and we have found each other, I do believe that there are no coincidences, there are no mistakes in this world, and that I'm really happy that you have decided to tune in to my You Can Be a Fit Bitch Too. It's a new chapter, it's a new year, and this is a new passion project of mine that came about from my desire to want to inspire more people to get moving and to flick that switch to turn on their inner fit bitch. Let me introduce myself first off. My name is Michelle McIntyre, and I am co-owner and creator of Ignite Fusion Fitness. It had launched just as the COVID lockdown happened 2 years ago, and I am so thrilled. I couldn't be more thrilled, actually, to tell you the truth. It has been incredible to work with people online and in person in my little home studio and to keep inspiring others to move, to meet their fitness goals, and to become the best version of themselves. Just a little bit of a background about me. I have been teaching fitness for over 30 years. Oh my God. When I say that, I can't even freaking believe it. I am almost 50. Actually, I'm going to be 50 this year. What am I saying? I'm going to be 50 this year. And I have taught fitness since I was in high school. It was one of my very first jobs. Something that I just fell into naturally. I loved movement as a child. I was blessed enough to be put in dance classes at a very young age by my beautiful mom, the original OG fit bitch. I have to say thank you to her for inspiring me as a young child to move and just to really appreciate what the body could do. I was blessed to grow up in a household where movement was medicine, was the answer, was the go-to, was the thing that you did to feel better. Not everybody gets that in this life, and I totally understand that. And that is part of why I love to connect with people and why I wanted to do this podcast, actually, is to hopefully inspire others to move and know that they can move, and that movement isn't just for people who are already fit. It isn't some elusive thing that some people get and some people don't. It's for everyone. It doesn't matter what size, shape, what age you are, where you come from, what your background is, how you identify. I do truly believe that everybody has an inner fit bitch switch. You're going to get tired of me saying that. It's going to be so catchy that you are just going to be thinking fit bitch switch for the rest of your life. I'll have that burned in your brain. Yeah, I am wanting to break down a lot of misconceptions that come with what it means to be fit in this day and age. This podcast is going to be developing as we go. I will be bringing on amazing guests. We will have some incredible stories from humans that I have worked with, from my community, some inspirational stories from people who have found their way back to their health, to their wealth, to their lives, to themselves through fitness and movement. I do believe that we as a community grow stronger together when we share. And I have some incredible stories to share, not only personal ones of my own, but some amazing stories from individuals that I have been blessed enough to work with, who had chosen me to be their personal trainer, their coach, their human, to help them through their fitness goals, to help them achieve what they wanted, to help them move forward in their lives. So this is just kind of a branch off and a spin-off of that. And so what is Fit Bitch and how did it come about? Well, it came about in my kitchen with two of my Ignite Fusion Fitness amazing original members. Dee and Nate Stone. We were talking about how I wanted to create something that I could bring to the table to inspire others to get fit, get moving, just because I love it. I love seeing what happens when people decide to really, really start to believe in who they are and what they want. We were saying, it's like most of the industry. It's like you look perfect. You're doing perfect things. All of them are perfect in their perfect little worlds and their perfect little bodies. And that's sort of the perception of what it is to be fit, or that's the goal that we're trying to attain, and I thought, nah, fitness is for everybody. Fitness is for every single one of us. I was like, we can all be fit bitches too. And I was like, that's the name. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter if you have a background in fitness or movement, or you have never attempted to take a class, a movement one, or any other thing in your life. No matter what, all it takes is a desire to want to be a better version of yourself. It's attainable. It's accessible. It's there for you. We all have an inner fit bitch just waiting to get out. Yeah. And I describe her as that voice, right? That voice inside of you that's got a little bit of an attitude, right? She's a little bossy. She's a little bitchy. She starts out really kind of quiet. And it's like that little seed that got planted that you're like, oh my God, I can do that. I want that. I want to feel strong. I want to take that class. Maybe I can't take that class. And you know what? That inner fit bitch is the one that's going, yes, you can. Yes, you can take that class. And she starts out really kind of quiet. She's kind of subtle and sneaky, kind of like me when I add that extra rep in there that you knew you didn't want to do. But you did it anyway because I added it in a sneaky way, and she just kind of slowly gets a little louder, slowly gets a little more bossy. And before you know it, she is screaming at you to do it. It might be months before you do it. It might be months before she starts yelling at you and you wake up every day going, okay, I want to do that. Okay, maybe today I'll sign up. Okay, maybe I will look through Instagram for some inspiration, or I'll get on YouTube and I'll start to do a couple of things, or maybe I'll tag along with my friend to that class that she offered me a free pass to. Maybe I can try a pole class, or maybe I can do a CrossFit class. Maybe that version of myself that I really want is attainable. Let's stop with the maybes. The maybes can go out the window. It's not a maybe, it's a yes. And I'm here to tell you that the moment you decide to commit to you is the moment great things are going to start to change in your life. So one of the biggest things that I have come across in my endeavors as a personal trainer, a teacher, class group instructor, I've taught kids, I've taught adults, I've taught cranky people. I've taught people who really didn't want to come to their session, but by the end of it, they really, really loved it and they felt really good about themselves and they're glad they showed up. I've taught tired people. I've taught people who dragged their ass in hungover. I've taught people who just felt like a bag of crap and decided to show up anyway. And I say, thank you for showing up, not for me, for you. So one of the biggest things that I have come across as an instructor is that simple train of thought that you need to be fit to get fit. That is a bunch of bullshit. You get fit by starting a class. You're not supposed to know what to do. You're not supposed to know what you're in store for. You're not supposed to know how to do that fitness thing that you think everybody else knows how to do or was born knowing how to do. That's the thing is like, I think people think you're just born knowing how to do fitness or how to be fit. It's not true. Let's break that barrier down right now. You get fit by deciding to start to move one little baby step at a time. And that is where we switch and that perception shift. That's where that inner bitch gets flicked on and you start at the bottom. Yes, not everybody starts at the bottom, but yeah, we all start at the bottom. We all have to start somewhere. I didn't come out of the womb knowing how to dance, how to flip, how to do aerial silks and hoop and pole and teach fitness classes. Holy crap, no. I failed my very first ballet exam, one of the most devastating moments of my life, actually, as a young dancer. I'm dyslexic, so I have a learning disability that really made me awkward for right and left. So I get it, people. I get what it is to, try to figure out how to move, how to get the move, and how to frig it all up all the time until you finally get it. That being said, let's take out this preconceived notion that you have to know what you are doing before you sign up for a class. You don't. That's what your instructor is there for. That's what I'm there for. That's what my job is. And every other fitness professional's job is to teach you. Simply to teach you, to inspire you to move. And yes, you are just as special and just as amazing as anyone else who starts on this journey. I would just want you to know that. I think sometimes we think that this fitness thing is for, someone who's already, there, someone else, someone who's got a better life than you, someone who's over there and unattainable. It's not true. This is for everyone. It is a gift that I want to give to the world, to my community, and to you. If we can just open the conversation to take the fear out of it, to get you to start moving, and there's the other thing that comes along with this concept of, oh, I was fit when I was 20, or, oh, I used to be able to do that, or as you age, you can't stay strong, or, that's just not for me anymore, or I was, an athlete and I got away from it and blah, what am I going to do now? I can't achieve that. No, let's stop there. Whether or not you are coming back to fitness in 2023 from a hiatus, that was my story. I'll share that in a little bit. Whether it's your first time, yay, first time. Yay, coming back, because you don't start at the start. When you come back from somewhere, you already have something. Yay for starting new, because kudos to you for being so brave. Yay for you joining this podcast and even just thinking about it. These are all of the things I think we all go through in this journey. I want you to think about this as taking back your power, as truly believing that you deserve a better version of yourself. Not that there's something wrong with you. I think there's this conception as well that when we're starting a new year, a new chapter, this is why I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. Okay, let's just put this on the table right now. New Year's resolution suck. They suck the life out of you. They make you feel like crap about 4 days into January. They are misleading. It's a setup for a disaster zone, if you ask me. I totally think that we need to rewire the way we think about that, and that it's about small changes that we want to incorporate into our life every day that don't get in the way, but add to our life. Don't feel like we're depriving ourselves and taking away from our lives, but adding something new, a new habit, letting go of an old habit, adding a new one, knowing that we deserve to feel better about ourselves every day by making better choices. Yeah. So I really think the New Year's resolution, I'm going to work out 7 days a week. I am going to now not eat sugar, not eat carbs. I am going to take all the junk food out of my house. I am going to go on a strict diet where I deprive myself of everything and all earthly pleasures so that by the end of the first week of January, I want to murder somebody. I don't ever want to work out again. And I just want to say, fuck my life. Yeah, no, that's not the goal. That's not the goal. And that's not the way I roll. And that's not the way I want you to look at this new year and this new chapter. So let's rewind and rethink about it in this manner. Let's just decide right now that we deserve something just a little bit better. Not because there's anything wrong with us, because you are perfectly imperfect. You are perfectly who you are. You are in this very moment, and you're probably rolling your eyes or you're like about to turn the podcast off and say, that's a bunch of fucking horseshit. It's true though. You are. And if anyone has ever told you that there is something wrong with you, I am here to tell you there is nothing wrong with you. The only thing that you need to decide is what you want your life, your body, and you to look like, how you want it to improve, how you want to improve your quality of life. Yeah, there's a little tongue twister there for you. So that's what I want you to think about. It's all about small changes. It's all about taking small steps in the right direction every day. And even when you frig that up, it's like trying to cut sugar out and you do really good for 2 days. You know, it's trying to get moving again and you do 3 days of working out. And then on the 4th day, you're like, I don't think I can do it today. And then you get upset with yourself. I'm here to tell you, don't do that to yourself. Praise yourself for the 3 days that you got to the gym and give yourself a little bit of a break on the 4th day when you were tired and you probably needed a recovery day. This is all about making it consistent. It's about making it doable. It's about making it a lifestyle and a lifestyle change. And that happens slowly and steadily. You know, it's about being kind to ourselves and realizing what it is that we really want to achieve, but also giving ourselves a little bit of a break as well. We're what we call human, right? We're human. And we need to start treating ourselves like that. And the more we can be kind to ourselves and change the conversation with ourselves, the way we talk to ourselves about our bodies, the better off you are going to feel, the more you are going to want to do, the funner it is going to feel to get to a class. It's like, why do we always consistently beat ourselves up? Oh, I don't look good. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. Oh, look at how many reps that person did. Oh, my body this, my body that. Like, our bodies actually really do pick up on all of that. You know, it's about time we started to change that internal conversation with ourselves and we start to appreciate, no matter where you're at, we start to appreciate what our bodies do for us every day. And the moment we start that conversation of appreciation, that's the moment you're going to want to start integrating more movement, things that make you feel better, eating better. It then starts to snowball a little bit, right? And then you start to get a little more sassy. You get to a little more sort of that edgy, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Fuck yes, you can. I'm here to tell you that you can do this. You can do this with so much passion and love for yourself. Well, hello there, beautiful humans. Are you struggling to meet your fitness goals, or maybe you just don't even know where to start? Let me take a moment and introduce you to my amazing company, Ignite Fusion Fitness. We offer a variety of fun, effective, and transformative fitness classes and personal training for that one-on-one approach. This is both online and in person. I invite you to join our supportive Ignite Fusion Fitness family. Let us help you flick that switch and turn on your inner fit bitch. For more information or to reach out to me, you can find me at ignitefusionfitmichelle@gmail.com. Also on Instagram under Ignite Fusion Fitness and Diva Delight 911. I look forward to hearing from you. It will be the best decision you ever made. Let's just talk about perception shift. Let's debunk a few things here. You know, we have those moments. I'm going to tell you this. I had a moment a number of years ago where I hit a pretty dark place. I, being in the fitness industry for a long time, was always my side hustle. I always sort of did, side hustle fitness while I was doing other things like acting or trying to be an actress and get on Broadway, blah, blah, blah. Or, running businesses, and I do fitness as a side hustle. I tried my hand at real estate, sucked at it, and was still doing fitness as a side hustle to make extra money. And then I just decided that this is what I want to do. Can we call slow learner? Okay. Yeah. Roundabout circle. So if you have been on a path of like, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to try this. I want to try that. It's good. It's just like fitness. It's just like life. Things find you. You find your rhythm. You find your path. And sometimes we fall off it, and that's okay. It's about getting back on and trying. It's about revisiting and rethinking and recreating yourself all the time. So I did hit a dark night of the soul. I wasn't moving. No one would have thought that, because I'm fortunate enough to have had a slim body build pretty much my whole life, fluctuate a bit here and there, but I was still relatively thin looking, and I would say relatively fit looking because of that. In actual fact, not at all healthy or fit, just a leanish human, and very in not a good headspace for myself or my life, not at all. And I remember, this is how I know how it's hard to sort of flick that switch to say yes to something, but you have thinking about it for a long time. I went to a CrossFit gym in a desperation to change my life, to get back on track, to somehow find some movement therapy for me that I was hoping would help me get healthy again, feel good about myself again. My self-esteem was really busted up. I was struggling with my relationships. I was struggling with my path. And I remember going, and the owner met me and was like, oh, great. You can come and join the community, come tomorrow for a class. And I left there, and I didn't go back the next day. I actually didn't go back for probably about 6 months. And I wasn't ready. I was still beating myself up. I was still, telling myself terrible stories and feeling like a bad person and walking around like I was just a piece of crap, basically. And I then finally went back to that same CrossFit gym 6 to 8 months after that. And the owner met me again. And he was like, oh, weren't you here like a couple months ago or like a while ago? And I was kind of like, my face flushed. I felt a little weird. I was like, oh my God, here I am, miss. I have been in the industry for so long. I've taught fitness. I'm blah, blah, blah. Been dancing since I was 5. My ego was busted. And I said, yep, that was me. And he goes, okay, cool. Glad you came back. All right. So here's the deal. And he's like, if you come back tomorrow, I will give you a 1 week free trial, and come get into class and see if you like it. I took a big breath and I said, thank you. And I knew I was going to show up for me the next day. At that 5:30 class, I was going to show up for me, because I knew I needed something. I needed a lifeline. I needed to get started again for me. And it was the best decision I ever made. It changed my perspective on myself. It made me humble. It made me realize how hard it is for people to start a fitness journey again, or even just to start it in the first place. And it's okay. So I come from it at a perspective like that, because it is humbling having been, someone who prided themselves on teaching and knowing how to do things and being fit and being, that positive light out there in the world, and then hitting this block where I was stumbling and didn't know what way was up, actually, to then cross the threshold to say yes again. And it changed my life. It put me back on the path to fitness. It actually got me to want to recertify as a personal trainer. It made me realize that I love movement, and that movement is medicine, and that it is something that you do for your mind, body, and soul. It heals. It helps us through those moments, those crises. It helps us in so many ways, and it doesn't matter. It is something that should be and is accessible to each and every one of us. And I think other misconception that I want to break is that sometimes we're told certain things when we're growing up, or we're, experiencing things in life, like, oh, you're too big to do that, or, oh, you're too skinny to do that, or you're not pretty enough, or I was told I would never graduate high school because I was dyslexic and I had a learning disability. I failed my first ballet exam, which was devastating to me because I was someone who wanted to be a prima ballerina. I was told I would never be an athlete. I should stick to dance. I was told I wasn't pretty enough. I'm sure all of you have moments in your life like that. I've had clients tell me that they had instructors, yoga instructors, not to bash yoga. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not bashing yoga. Just the way people put things is, you were never going to be good at yoga, or you're never going to be good at that. So why are you bothering? No, I want us all to flick on that inner fit bitch and tell those moments that we're hanging on to, those stupid moments that keep us locked in this idea that we're not good enough to do something, or that we can't do something because someone told us somewhere along the line that that's probably not meant for you. I was just going to drop the F-bomb again, and I figured I'll let you guys get to know me a little bit more before I break out my full-on trucker. So let's just sit on that for a second. Think about that. Think about those little voices, the little voice in the back of your head that, says somewhere along the line, someone told you you couldn't. And that inner fit bitch, she's down there in your gut. She's down there in there going, no, man, no. That was wrong. That was wrong. I can do that. I wanted to do that. I knew I could do that. That's who I want you to listen to from now on. That inner fit bitch, that one who believes in you, that one who says you can do it. She's the voice of reason. She's the voice I want you to listen to. And yeah, she can be annoying, but she's right. Thank you for listening to my inner fit bitch. So what to expect from now on in my podcast, You Can Be a Fit Bitch Too, is I am going to be interviewing different people. We're going to have different themes, different concepts. I'm going to bring different people on board to get some different perspectives. I am so excited to just grow this organically for you. I hope that we grow organically together. And if you have any questions, if you want to reach out to me, to my business partner, Andrea Casey, we are available for you 24/7 for questions, if you want to be redirected or directed to a program that might suit you. I am not a gatekeeper of humans. I don't believe in that. I believe that I am going to be the right fit for some people. I'm not going to be everybody's taste. That's okay. And I don't mind that because not everybody's my taste either. You have to like really connect with your community and your people. I truly believe that that's where a beautiful relationship starts, is that connection, that trust. And so if you are looking for something new to do and you don't know where to start, I would be more than happy to help you find what the fit would be for you. If it's not me, find you someone who is. Find a class that is. Find you the path to help you unlock the best version of yourself possible through movement with a community. This is about sharing that. This podcast will be about sharing those experiences and breaking down, the barriers that we think are there preventing us from being the best version of ourselves. I can't wait. So if you do want to get in contact with me, you can do that through Ignite Fusion Fit Michelle at gmail.com. I am also on Instagram as Diva Delight 911. Long story behind that. My very first burlesque name. And it just kept in stuck. So yep, I'm on there as Diva Delight 911. Andrea Casey Acrobatics is my business partner. She's a fabulous, and you can also find our Instagram as Ignite Fusion Fitness. We're on there as well. I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening in. I am so pumped about this new year, new chapter, and helping all of you believe that you too can flick on your inner fit bitch. Thank you. Cheers. Michelle.